What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I've got a little bit different of a video than I normally bring to you guys. Normally, you know, I'm covering corporate press articles and bringing you the news and all that other stuff, but I came across this video, and one of the main reasons I'm doing it is because, you know, I do a lot of debate videos on Saturday. You guys know this, and I get a lot of David Pakman viewers come through every time I cover a David Pakman debate, and they're always trying to tell me, oh, how wrong I am and all this other stuff, and, you know, I'm always trying to rebuke everything they say. And it's like, no, this guy's lying to you. He's lying. Well, I came across a David Pakman video, which, by the way, for some reason, I'm not subscribed to David Pakman. I've watched a couple of his videos, but I'm constantly getting notifications, right? I'm not subscribed to the guy, and I don't have notifications turned on because I'm not subscribed to him, but I get notifications like almost on a daily basis when his videos pop up, and I'm not sure why. Do not know why. Like sometimes, every time, you know, the video comes up, I'll click the dislike to try to get it to stop, but it doesn't stop anyway. But another video popped up, and I was shocked. I was blown away by what he was saying. I'm like, holy crap. And I've got a rebuke for that. I've got my answer, my logical response to David Pakman. Let's get into it.
I'm going to tell you something that is terrifying me. I always try to come here and put a positive face on everything, but there is something going on that is terrifying me. When I woke up this morning, we had lost 5,000 YouTube subscribers compared to where we were last night. Now, the first thing I thought was, is this a glitch? We've been on YouTube for 15 years or something like that, and subscribers always just go up. They just never go down. They go up. Is something wrong with my channel? Is someone attacking my channel? What's going on? So I started texting, and I texted Brian Tyler Cohen, and I texted Tyler Cohen and Brian Cohen and Brian Tyler, all of them. I texted all of them. I texted Jesse Dollemore. I texted Luke Beasley and Farron Cousins and Sam Cedar. And every single one of our channels since last night is hemorrhaging subscribers. What is it that is going on? Here is a graphic. As you can see, subscribers just go up, 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 and they are down. It is not just YouTube subscribers. We are seeing record cancellations of paid memberships. Record cancellations. These are the people that keep the show running.
Look, David, I can tell you exactly what's going on here, okay? When you buy into the corporate press narrative, when you toe the line for the corporate elites, for the press, for the Democrat Party and all these people, right? You are sowing into your narrative that you put out on your channel the utter lie that is the Democrat Party, that the lie that they have to lie constantly to everybody. Trump derangement has come in and sown the lies, the seeds of just outright garbage, just nothing but lies coming from these people. And when you toe that line, when you push this off on your people, when you constantly say, oh, Trump's mental decline is apparent and it's blah, 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 and you go on and on and on about Trump is failing and Trump is garbage and Trump is all this and this and this and that. And when people, like, they'll hear you talk about Trump, right? Now, hear you say his mental decline, he can't run for president, he's not eligible to go in, or blah, 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 whatever. You know, all the stuff you say about Donald Trump's mental decline, right? So somebody gets curious, and they're like, let me see this for myself, instead of just a 7-second clip of something Trump fumbled. And they go watch Joe Rogan, and they see Donald Trump talking for hours and staying on point and just being right there like, holy crap, this guy is smart. Then they think, they come back to you, and you're like, Donald Trump, I don't know how he won, blah, 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 blah. They see that, and they're like, this guy's, he's fake. He's lying. He's just perpetrating a fraud on me. Donald Trump's mental decline isn't there. What is he even talking about? So what else has he lied about? And people get offended by that. People feel hurt because you have betrayed your own viewership. That is right. You betrayed these people by sowing a narrative. And I know exactly what you do. Like I said, I watch a lot of your videos. What you do, you love to be fact-based, and hey, that's admirable. I've got a lot of respect. You know, you're crying about losing 5,000 subscribers. That's really nothing. I don't even have 5,000 subscribers, by the way. But you know, I am working on that. I'm just getting started here on YouTube for the most part. I haven't been doing this for very long. Had to teach myself how to talk to a camera. But the point is, when you lie to these people like that, people feel like you have just betrayed them outright. Once again, like I was saying, you know, you come in, you want to be fact-based, right? This is David Pakman. He comes in. But what he does, and if any of you David Pakman fans that are out there, this is what David Pakman does to you. And David Pakman, you can take a lesson from this if you happen to come across this video, which I hope somebody shows you this video, because I'm being sincere. I am outright being sincere. When you take facts, you take that 7-second clip of Trump, or you take any fact, and you pull it out of context and use that facts and then build your narrative around these facts so you can say you're fact-based. When people find out the truth, when people find out that most of what you told them was a narrative, they are going to feel betrayed. They're going to want to have nothing to do with you. Unsubscribe immediately. I'm not giving you my money anymore at all. That is what you are doing to your fan base. If you would come out and be genuine, be a genuine progressive, don't lie about Donald Trump. Don't take stuff out of context. Don't manipulate the facts like the corporate press does, because this is why they are failing as well. This is why the corporate press is hemorrhaging viewership on a massive scale. Very massive scale. You can't do that. When people find out the truth, they're going to be mad. Let's keep going. There's more.
Now, for a moment, I thought, if it's just YouTube, maybe YouTube is purging people who are inactive subscribers. And once a year, usually YouTube does this, and you see a little decline, and then numbers go back up. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. And if that were the case, we wouldn't be seeing paid membership cancellations on the website. So now I understand what is going on. It's terrifying, but it is happening. A lot of people are checking out. I heard anecdotally from a couple dozen people who said, you know, David, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. I'm checking out. I'm out. And the reason that this is terrifying, not only because it puts everybody in left-wing media's livelihoods at stake and at risk, it terrifies me because our instinct is the opposite of what the right does, and we will get crushed if this is the way we respond to a defeat. The right wants us not to exist. The right wants to decimate independent progressive media.
Now, David, I will tell you outright that is a lie. We need independent progressive media. We need you, David, to be honest with you. Now, I'm not trying to be cute or funny about this. We need the other side. You can't have two sides with only one side, right? We need opposing views in this country. We need to work these ideas out. But what we don't need is you lying about everything, twisting the facts, twisting the narrative, and sowing your own little seed of whatever is in your brain. That's not what we need. We need you to be open and honest about your positions, about the facts, about what actually happened with any news segment or with anything that, anything that happened in politics. We need you to be open and honest about that. That is what I am trying to do. I am not trying to lie to everybody, because why? Because I understand that if I sow a narrative and I lie to people, when they find out the truth, they're going to be mad. They're not going to watch me anymore. And I don't want that. I want people to get the information that I put out. I want to be able to read the news and show people how they're being manipulated by the corporate press. That's what I want to do. And if I lie to somebody, I am no better than the corporate press myself. So what point do I have to even be on YouTube? There is no point at that point. if you know what I mean. By the way, if you're new around here, do me a favor. Smash that subscribe button. I got to throw these in there because YouTube asks us to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Smash that subscribe button for me if you don't mind, and hit that like. I sure would appreciate it, but I'm going to keep it brief to that. But David, look, we want you to exist. We need opposing views, right? The country needs opposing views because, you bring your views to the table, I bring my views to the table, and the people that watch our videos, they decide which side that they agree with and which side they're going to go with. Right? Because we've got to progress this country. We can't stagnate. We can't turn the entire country into an echo chamber. Right? If progressive left-wing media does not exist, then what does that say for our politics, to be honest with you? What y'all need to do is start being honest. Let's keep going.
And so when I lose 5,000 subscribers and Brian loses thousands and Ring of Fire loses thousands and everybody's losing thousands of subscribers, understand that when the right loses, they get organized, they fund, and they create insanely effective organizations like Turning Point USA, investing in the Daily Wire and building out this huge network of right-wing ideas and influencers. So if you're feeling burnt out, I encourage you, take a break until the inauguration. It's months, okay? Mental health break, do it. But when we start canceling the subscriptions, we are in an algorithmic desubscription spiral right now, because when people start unsubscribing on YouTube, YouTube thinks, oh, we probably shouldn't recommend this content because it's generating a lot of unsubscribes. So then the content doesn't get recommended. And then the message doesn't get out. And then next election, they win by even more. So I do understand the instinct, but if we cede ground to them, they crush us everywhere. Now, we're up against a MAGA Supreme Court potentially till 2050. We'll talk about that later. We're up against a completely uninhibited Trump. I actually have an entire chapter in my forthcoming book, The Echo Machine, about exactly this. It's the introduction. In the introduction, I explain how it's disgusting to me that when you engage in politics, you can't just find solutions. First, you've got to convince people climate change is even happening. You can't just find solutions because half the country doesn't even accept the science of vaccines. I outline this in the introduction, but I also make the point in the book that if you actually care about the world for ourselves, children, grandchildren, other people, families, friends, people we care about, when you disengage because they've gotten so extreme, you cede ground to them and you say, do whatever you want. I'm disengaging, do whatever you want. And we really can't do that, okay? So my request to you today is, please resubscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't watch the clips for months if they're not doing anything for you, okay? But all of a sudden in 12, 14 hours, the entire progressive media ecosystem is under a threat I have never seen before. We've never seen anything like this. Consider, this is the moment where we have to support independent progressive media. If it's not my show, that's fine. Okay, there's plenty of shows you can support. Consider getting a membership. Consider it. We have a code. The new coupon code is not again. All one word, not again. It really represents the dread that we are all feeling.
I will also say, dude, begging for subscriptions is not a good look. Asking people to subscribe, yeah, that's fine, but begging them for memberships, that's not a good look. But to address a previous point in here when you was talking about you've got to convince people that the climate is changing and all this other stuff. Look, that's not it. People totally understand that, yes, our climate is changing. It's getting warmer. There's nothing we can really do about it. There's not much an individual person can do about this. What they are mad about and what they don't want to buy into is the climate agenda. When you try to make people feel like they're a bad person for not buying the carbon offsets and all that other stuff. When Joe Biden puts out this climate agenda that destroys our economy like it has done. When he says to these coal-fired power plants, you're going to shut down if you don't install this technology. People see this and they're like, hang on, that's going to affect me over here in rural Ohio. Right? Because we have a coal-fired power plant, or, in Arkansas or whatever, wherever there's coal-fired power plants, which is most of the country. Right? This is a plan that Joe Biden has put out. If they don't install technology that's not even fully developed yet, that's what people aren't buying into. When they see corporate elites flying around in their private jets, excoriating everyday average people about the climate. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. People aren't going to buy into that. They have much more worries than to worry about the climate, right? And as far as the vaccines, yeah, you're not trying to convince people about this. People just don't want to take the vaccine, right? That's outright. Some people don't want to take it. It's effective. You don't have to convince them to do so. You don't have to go on a bloody campaign and trying to convince everybody to take a vaccine. You are not a doctor. I am not a doctor. Don't take medical advice from me, for sure. But that's not the issue. When you're yelling, when you're griping at your own viewers and you lie to these people, that's what offends these people. That's why you're bleeding subscribers. That's why you can't maintain your channel memberships. When you lie to people, right? You guys thought you were on the right side of history. Come to find out, you're not. You're not on the right side of history at all. Trump got the popular mandate. People are behind Trump. They're tired of this woke garbage. They're tired of the progressivism going so far to where people can't even answer what a woman is, for crying out loud. It's getting absurd out there. I'm not telling you to stop pushing your progressive ideas. I'm just telling you to slow it down and be honest with the people that that subscribe to you, with your viewerships. Right? Be honest with these people. Don't twist the facts. Don't twist the narrative. Don't try to push your ideas onto people. Just put them out there. Don't virtue signal. That's another big one. That's one reason I think the left lost so bad. Kamala Harris was doing good when she came in. But that's something else. That's the elephant in the room. You guys lied about Kamala Harris, saying she's the best candidate. She's really good. And Tim Walz is a good candidate. You guys put up one of the worst candidates in American history, in American presidential history. All right, when people go and watch Kamala Harris speak, and they're like, she's not saying anything. This is garbled nonsense. Circuitous garbage, as I like to call it. She speaks in circles. When people hear you saying she's the best candidate ever, and then they go try to listen to one of her progressive plans, and they don't understand what the hell she's talking about, they're like, hang on, why does he think she's so good? Once again, lying to your audience. Be honest. I will be honest. Trump has a lot of issues, y'all. Trump has a lot of issues, but he's way better than anything the Democrats could bring up. Could we have a better Republican candidate? Yes. As a matter of fact, we could. We could have much better. But I think the population spoke. They want Trump over Harris. And that's a mandate that you can't undo at this point. We not only won the presidency. Republicans, I say we. I'm not even a Republican. I don't identify as a Republican. I will say I am a conservative, though. I don't like the old Republican Party. However, the new Republican Party, under MAGA, see, MAGA's not all that bad. We just want to make the country great again. That's all we want to do. Close our southern border. I know you guys don't like that whatsoever. That's another thing. You know, people don't like all these criminal aliens coming across the border, invading their cities and towns and whatever, taking up resources. You know, you got all these places they're giving debit cards to these people, while Gen Z is left holding the bag. They can't buy into the American dream. And then people hear you David, talking about Trump's deportation efforts, and they're like, yes, those people aren't supposed to be here in the first place. Those criminal aliens are being given the American dream, while Gen Z is not. People don't like that. We want to make America better. This is the problem. You've got to be honest with your subscribers. You got to be honest with these people. Don't run off on some lame brain idea. Don't twist the facts around. When you bring the news, bring all of the news. I make it a point to read out. When I read news articles, I read the entire story out. I try to not leave out any facts whatsoever. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of times I've got to go do research to the side and find more facts because of something I heard or something doesn't make sense when I research this. So I read the news article and then have to come in with additional facts, additional context around whatever situation it is, just to make sure everybody gets the facts. They get my opinion for sure. So I do give my opinion out because I'm talking politics here. I'm commentating on what's going on. So I've got my bias. I have no problem saying I have a bias. I have been pushed to the right by the corporate press because I'm tired of the woke garbage. I'm just sick and tired of this crap. And I think the American people in general are sick and tired of this crap. They're tired of being lied to by the media, right? I think that has a lot to do with it. A lot of people, they go to independent media. These lefties, that they're tired of getting lied to by corporate press, so they go to people like you. And what do? You prop up the corporate press narrative, and you sow these lies and this narrative to them. And when they find out that you lied to them, they're genuinely mad about that. That's 5,000 subscribers and 5,000 members or whatever it was that you'll never get back. You betrayed their trust. And my advice to you is to stop doing that. Try to give the whole story, even if the facts are not convenient for whatever agenda you may have. Because a lot more people will agree with you if you're honest. That's all you got to do. That's all people are going to ask for, is your honesty. You know, your views are what they are, and that's all they're going to be. I am a firm believer, right? And I say this all the time. I'm a firm believer that progressives show society where we need to go. Conservatives figure out how we're going to get there and if we should even go in that direction at all. This gender ideology garbage, that's a direction we're not going to go. And that's the direction we have been pushed for quite a while now. And it's getting rebuked currently. Yeah, this election was a referendum on woke ideologies. We're tired of it. We don't want it no more. We're sick and tired of the corporate elites, this woke ideology garbage. We don't want it. We do not want this. But I think I've made my point quite clear. I think you guys know how I feel on this situation. I really hope David Pakman hears this, or at least he comes to the understanding that you can't lie to your viewers, because that's what he's doing. I watch some of his videos every once in a while because I get those damn notifications, and I'm like, he's lying to people. And I'll try to put the facts. Like I'll click on one of my videos where I covered the same thing, and I'll link it in the comment section, hoping some of these people will be curious and click on it so they can see the actual facts. But I think I've rambled on for long enough on this one. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. I sure would appreciate it. And y'all let me know what y'all think is the problem down in the comment section. And y'all try to have a good day. Stay legitical. Peace.